So yeah, I think the levels are okay. If you just
Levels
say
good.
yeah,
Levels
are good.
Checking those levels.
Okay, so
Yeah, they're good. The red line matches the red line.
welcome back, listener.
Hey.
Welcome to episode 3, Torture of the Vampire Kraken and the Potion of the Lizards. So yeah, welcome back. This is May Contain Metal.
Put up your feet and put on the kettle. Make it say metal. Fuck the Grand Prix, who's Sebastian Vettel? Make it say metal. Metal. Make it say metal. Other podcasts suck, so you have to settle for. Make it say metal.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Okay,
so
cool.
There it is. The theme tune you have grown to love.
That was that. The one that you'll be singing in the corridors at school if
Yeah.
you're young or a teacher. If you're
Yeah.
an old man
Yeah, you
who,
could be an
or
old man
woman
teacher.
who teaches at school.
I hear a lot of teachers do listen to metal because
Yeah. A lot of teachers may contain metal.
yeah.
Fillings.
How do you have fillings?
I don't. Yeah, I've got one filling.
Oh, where is it?
Teeth.
Oh, okay, I got mine in my toe. So okay.
What? Okay. So, first segment is called
Albums I should listen to.
Right.
There
So
we go.
the albums that we suggested for each other last week.
I hope you listened to them
I hope
last
you,
week,
as
listener.
the listener singular, listen to them. My one for you, Matt. Should we start with that?
Yeah, let's go with that.
It was by a band called Keel Hall.
Where are they from?
Oh God! This last time I don't
Where are
know.
they from? It sounds Norwegian
So whilst
almost.
when you talk
Keel
when you
Hall.
talk about them, I will look them up.
Right, so I gave this a listen.
The album was Keel Hall's triumphant return to obscurity. What did you think?
So I'm guessing they were triumphantly in obscurity before this album.
Well, so one thing I like about this band is that they are very tongue-in-cheek.
Oh yeah.
So I think that is a...
So how do you know this band? Because they've
Joke.
only got 525 monthly listeners.
Have
I
they?
think I
I
put
think
that up quite a lot.
I think
this
they
month.
were around way before Spotify was invented. So
Both of
that's
their-
why.
Both of their albums on Spotify are 2011.
So they've got more albums than that. They've got Keel Hall 2 was... No,
That's
Keel
on-
Hall was their first album.
Okay. Yep.
Keel Hall 2 was their first full second album.
Uh-huh.
Then the one that I wanted to give you that is not on Spotify is called Subject to Change Without Notice, which is on Hydra Head. It's a
Yep.
fairly well-known label. In fact, all their albums have been on Hydra Head. And then they had an EP called You Waited 5 Years for This after the one before. And then Keel Hall's Triumphant Return to Obscurity. And after that, no albums and obscurity.
Right. Okay.
So
so when
that's their most recent album,
I think when did that come out?
2009.
Right. So it was on Spotify 2011. So.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and only
Okay,
only
I'm going
500
by
people.
Wikipedia, which is written by
I know, it
other
makes
people.
more-
So
Wikipedia makes more sense.
yeah.
So I love this. I thought it was great. A little bit, like kind of neurosis-y, little bit.
Yeah.
In the vocals.
So from a genre perspective, it's described as sludge mathcore,
Okay, yeah.
which I kind of get. It's got sludgy.
There's a lot of like,
vibes.
there's
It's
a bit
quite
of
fast
I
as
hate
well.
God in there as well.
Yeah, I hate God.
I love God, but
Ooh.
I hate God.
Agree
as
to
well.
disagree.
Hey, if it's real, you got to
It's
pretend.
another thing
don't
for
you?
another time.
So yeah, I thought this was great. You gave me a dud.
Oh, what with
Last
Kraken
week.
Filth? Well, okay, that's interesting.
Um,
Let's see what happens. In the
so
next few
a
minutes.
standout track for me was. Did I write it down? Oh yeah.
This one.
Bandolero de Perros de Mayos.
Wow, that's very.
Is that how you pronounce it?
You've got Spanish origins. Matt
Bandolero
Smith.
de Perros de Mayos.
Mateo Smith.
So yeah, what I like about it is, the album has got some singing and some song and some instrumentals. I like the whole thing. If I got a 3-word review for it,
which is what you need to have.
Should have.
You didn't write it.
Should have written it down, but
son of a bitch.
I'd say they should be known.
Oh wow,
Should be
that's a
known.
great review because it's
Because nobody
they
knows them.
are returning to obscurity. If you are listener,
Fucking listen to
singular
the Norwegian
listener,
band Kielhal.
Kielhal. I didn't even say where they were from. They're definitely American. Oh, it doesn't matter. The
Doesn't
moment's
matter.
passed. Kielhal. They are one of my favourite bands. I think.
Oh wow! So you're the
Yeah.
565.
They're in
listeners.
my top 50.
I'm definitely well up there now. So I've downloaded everything on Spotify.
Have you?
now.
I love them. I saw them in Underworld, like 7,
venue.
8, 9 years ago.
Did they headline it? Or?
No, they were supporting Knut.
Okay,
Nut. K-N-U-T. Knut.
Knut.
Knut. Nut, I think.
Yeah.
They're just, they were fantastic.
Oh, so one of
Love
their
them.
fans also is Knut.
There you go. Knut. Knaut.
Yeah. Old Man Gloom, obviously.
Oh my gloom.
Bit
Excellent.
of that.
Okay, so on to your
I gave you an album.
I should listen to.
Yeah. So I gave you.
What did you give me?
Skin Lab, Bound, Gagged, and Blindfolded. Little Matt used to listen to this a lot.
So I absolutely hated this.
Yeah, I thought
with a
it was.
a huge amount of passion.
It was definitely. It was going to go one way or the other with you.
For me, for me personally, it was very dull. Everything sounded very similar.
It's somewhat flat.
It's
I agree.
very flat.
Yeah.
All the backing of the album is there's like 3 chords played over and over, quite fast, and then for the breakdown bits, just a bit slower.
Yeah.
And then the vocalist is very Phil Anselmo.
So you don't like Phil Anselmo?
I love Phil Anselmo, but it was like slower Phil Anselmo.
Like now.
Phil Anselmo? Aunt
so
Selma
down,
from The
Phil
Simpsons.
Downmo.
Yeah, it was really quite dull. My 3-word review was
Next album, please.
rubbish grunge Pantera.
Okay,
Because
that's fair.
Yeah, it's quite grungy.
Because you hate grunge.
I hate grunge. It's obviously it's metal,
I
but
like-
it's like new metal / alternative metal back in the day.
Yeah,
If I was 14
90s
or 15,
yeah,
which
that's
I
when I
would have
loved it.
been, I probably would have really liked it
you
at the
probably
time.
would have still liked it now.
But listening to it now, and the worst thing is, they have recently reissued this album
Oh no.
on Spotify,
Yeah.
and I went straight to the album name without
new one.
knowing it was an old album.
Right.
And I went for a run, and I put this on, and I was like, "This has been going on for ages."
Maybe you didn't like it.
And
'cause
the
you was
reissue is
running.
1 hour 27 minutes. And
Okay.
the original is 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, this has been going on for so long. And
So
I'd gone
just-
straight past all the original
Did they
tracks
just play the songs twice
into like the demos. I
Right,
was into
okay,
the, yeah.
gotcha.
And I was like, oh. But I also thought I'm committed to the podcast. And I'll give it a proper listen. I
Yeah.
did. And I really, really,
Well, how many times
despised it.
did you listen to it? 'Cause
Twice.
You only liked last week's one on the 6th listen.
yeah, but I knew I would like it eventually because I
Okay,
like
yeah.
it in principle.
Yeah, I think if you caught this when you were 13, like I did,
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree with you.
would have enjoyed it.
And I've since looked up Skin Lab, and I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover and what they look like. You
Yeah.
shouldn't do that. But they look like bands I would have liked at the time.
Yeah.
They've got like dreadlocks.
Oh yeah.
And they look
Yeah.
like Il Nino.
Oh, they're better than El Nino.
Oh, I prefer El Nino. Don't knock Revolution.
Sean.
Don't
Right.
knock that.
So,
As a Spanish man, Matt Smith.
so your 3-word review was shit
Rubbish grunge
Shit
Pantera.
grunge Pantera. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That
So
was so for
turns out if you were going to listen to an album from this week's suggestions, it would be Simon's one,
Keelhaul. I would suggest that. I think Skin Lab, if you are 14
No.
and it is 1997.
If you could, yeah,
Which
yeah,
is
there
not.
we go. If you can find a time bike like Billy and his time bike from Billy's time bike.
Do you remember
you could,
Billy and the Time Bike?
Yeah, Billy and the Time Bikes. You should
Good
go
name
back
for a
to
band.
97 and listen to that.
The Skin Lab, yeah.
But otherwise, I would also recommend Kielhal Iver Skin Lab.
Yeah. So for next week, for the next episode,
Yep.
what are our suggestions for each other?
Do you want to give me yours first?
I wonder if I can remember what it was.
It's written down.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, my one for you for next week is by a band called Lie by Mistake.
Accidental lie.
Just lying without choosing to.
I often do that.
Yeah. It's when you're really pissed. And you try and stand and you end up lying by mistake.
I once walked on a horse while it was galloping.
That's you lying on purpose.
No, it isn't. That was a mistake. So anyway, lie by mistake.
What? It's called Arrangements for Fulminating Vective.
Okay.
I think, based on what I know about what you like, you will listen to this and go, oh.
Oh, so this one is you thinking I'm going to love it rather than this was something I liked when I was young.
Oh, I love this. I thought, when I listened to this, I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But knowing what you like, I think you will agree, and the past you would have agreed as well.
Right, okay, good.
So that's my one for you. Lie by Mistake, Arrangements for Fulminating Vective, available on all streaming platforms, maybe.
So you gave me a band that I'm now a big fan of that only had 500 monthly listens on Spotify, which is honourable.
Yeah.
But I'm giving you something that's not on Spotify. It's not even made Spotify.
It's going to be so hard to listen to it.
So it's on YouTube, the full album. You can find it. So if the listener can find it as well. I'm giving you Gutworm. Do you know him?
Never heard of Gutworm.
Never heard of Gutworm.
Never.
And Ruin the Memory.
Okay.
So this is again young Matt would love Gutworm.
Okay.
They came to our small town, where there wasn't much of a scene, but they came and played there to not many people, and I saw them at the Underworld as well. And
Gutworm.
I remember loving them, and I was recently reminded about them by a friend that I used to be in a band with, and he reminded me that we used to love Gutworm back in the day, and then I gave it a listen again. I was like, oh fuck, yeah, this was great. So give that a listen. Oh, it's up there.
Is it? Is it there somewhere?
Is that one?
Yeah, I'll put it on.
So give that a listen and come back next week and tell me what you think about it.
I will come back next week. Okay.
So there we go.
Deal. That was albums I should listen to.
All right, we're back. Welcome back. Not been anywhere. We haven't got any advertising yet. So, okay, we're going to go into new releases.
Yeah. So we've got 3 new releases this week.
Release on Tour, whatever.
Menage.
Does that
release?
I think the 3-bit was the Tour.
Yeah, shit.
Menage was the
no, not so
some.
Yeah, okay, fine.
But we have a menage a trois of new releases.
We'll work on that.
So before we get into these, before I only knew of one of these bands.
Same. So the way in which this has been working, for me at least, is on a Friday, which is new release day, which is my favourite day of the week. Not because it's a Friday and the weekend's coming.
It means May Contain Metal's coming out.
And May Contain Metal is also coming out, which is why I get very excited. But every Friday, I wake up at 6:30. The first thing I do is turn to my phone and look at all the new releases, and I will listen to every single one, and very quickly discard
every single
most of them. But these stood out. So the one, should we start with the one that people may well have heard of?
No.
Okay,
No,
let's go with the first one on the
with
list. So the first one we would like to discuss is by a band called Panzerfaust. They are a Canadian black metal band. The album is called The Sons of Perdition, Chapter 2, Render Unto Eden. This really stood out for me.
Yeah.
It's, 4 or 5 or 6 tracks?
Five tracks. I think
5
it's like
tracks.
20-odd minutes long.
No, it's not.
Is it?
No. It's 44 minutes long.
Oh, that's a full album.
It's almost like post-black metal in that there's not many tracks and it's quite long. That's my definition of post.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So these guys are Canadian. I was worried when I liked this because they're called Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
Straight away, I was like, "Oh, it sounds a bit German war-y sort of," and it is. It's
With
an
the Faust.
anti-tank weapon, a Panzerfaust.
Okay. Yeah. And Canadian.
And some of their earlier albums are things like The Dark Age of Military Paganism, Men of No Man's Land. So they've all got like an old war kind of vibe. And then I looked them up because I didn't know who they were. And
so you almost felt bad for liking the album.
yeah, I did. I was like, oh no, should I like this or not?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure because maybe these guys are
Fair.
like super right wing or something. Let me find the Wikipedia page whilst you talk amongst yourselves.
I think the right wingers are
Got it,
popular at the minute.
Yeah, massively. So the reason why, again, I was a bit like, I'm not sure. So the members of the band, the guy who sings is called Goliath.
Real birth name.
Yep.
Nice.
The guy who plays bass is called Morbid. Again,
Right.
I think his Christian
Birth
name.
Yep. Christian name.
The guy on
So,
drums.
did you say they're from Canada?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The guy on drums is called Lord Baphomet.
Right.
Again, I think that's a Christian name.
Yeah.
Double-barreled.
Do you reckon he bought like one of those square meters in Scotland to become a lord?
Layered. He's layered Baphomet. He also owns a piece of moon rock, and one of the stars is named after him. And the guy who plays guitar, this is why I was like, oh, maybe this is a
Dave.
sort of Nazi band.
Oh shit.
No, the guy who plays guitar is called Kaiser.
Okay.
And he's one of the founders. And I was like, I'm
He's
not
the
sure
chief.
about this. And I was like, I really like it, but I don't want to promote it on our incredibly popular podcast.
To
In
our
case people
listener.
go, to our listener, singular. And then I looked at one of their previous drummers' names. And so you got Goliath, Morbid, Lord Baphomet,
Yeah.
Kaiser,
Kaiser.
and
Stew.
Andrew Chalmers.
Oh, even better. He's got a surname.
At least come up with a pseudonym, Andrew. And then I went on their Bandcamp, and one of the images.
They all had skinheads.
No, quite far from it. One of the images was of them urinating on. No, it's a good thing.
Hitler's dead dog.
No.
Okay.
Well, is that a good? Well, it might have been like
Probably a good
one for
thing.
my homies.
Yeah.
On the dead dog.
Yeah.
No, it was. The Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh yeah.
The horrible
Yeah.
use the Bible to be
Yeah.
nasty to everyone.
Yeah.
Horrible
They're very
group
homophobic.
of horrendous people. It was them all in their like leather jackets pissing on their house.
Oh wow.
So they'd gone to the US. I don't know if they were there on tour.
Yeah.
So
That's
from
quite
Canada,
close.
so it's fairly close.
Yeah.
And they were pissing on the house of the horrible hate group.
Oh wow.
So then I went from, maybe they're horrible right-wing people to,
It's the opposite. They're using
actually,
it.
it's
Right.
kind of a bit like tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You like
we've
it
spoken maybe too much about
tongue-in-cheek?
Panzerfaust, but
No, that's I think that's more facts than I was expecting.
yeah, that was a good
Which is
series
good.
of
Yeah,
facts,
yeah.
wasn't it?
And it did, and how it ended up was very nice.
Yeah,
So-
positive. I will only ever deliver positive news.
No,
Unless
if
it's
there's
negative.
bad news, I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, you should do. Someone needs to.
So the second album is Hinayaya.
Oh.
Hinayaya. So where are these guys from?
Oh, well, we should have done this beforehand. I'll tell you what, I will talk about it whilst you look it up.
Right, okay, go. I found it out.
Okay, you tell us about
They're
that.
a five-piece melodic death doom metal band from
Death
Austin,
doom.
Texas, originally formed in 2014 as a one-man project.
Ah.
So they started off as one man, and now they're a full band. So I'm glad they became a full band. This is an EP. This was the one that was 23 minutes long. I got it wrong.
Confused. Fair enough.
But yeah, I very much again had no idea who these are, and then enjoyed it a lot. In Sacred Delusion is a standout track. Very good. What do you know about them?
Well, I can tell you that they have been active since 2014.
I think I just mentioned that.
Associated acts include. No, that's very silly. Not much really. So we went ha-na-na-na-na-na, which is probably a disservice to the real name,
Real band, yeah.
which is ha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. You did.
Hinayana, Hinayana, and the EP is called Death of the Cosmic. I thought it was great. The vocals are very like, but the backing is not quite like that.
The album cover, again, is something I would pick up and be like, oh.
That's interesting.
I
It's like a monolithic,
like the look of this.
old, what is it, building
Yeah.
in a sort of grey taupe kind of
I think
sepia vibe.
with some trees coming
Some
up,
trees.
some old dead trees.
It's very,
Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. Again, had no idea who. What I like about Sai is he gets up at 6:30 a.m. every Friday and listens to
genuinely
every single,
do. I will go through every
single
release.
new release, which means I only get the ones that he likes.
Well, I think you'll also like.
Yeah,
I would pass on some others, but
if you hated them and you were like, I think Matt would like
yeah. So this is a podcast for anyone who likes what we specifically like.
this.
I'll try. You know what? For future episodes, I will throw some in that we may not like, but the listener may like.
But
Singular.
also, I bet you, the listener, singular, has no idea who either of those bands are. So
Panzerfaust and
you're welcome. Or Kielhal.
Kalhal.
So yeah.
Kalhal. Anyway, yeah. So the last one on our new release list. Hopefully, you will know who these guys are because I feel like they're more popular.
I'm a big fan of these.
Yeah, I think they're great.
But I guess this must have just been an EP as well.
Yeah, it's really short.
There were great couple of tracks. It's 25 minutes long, so it's only 3 minutes shorter than the famous Slayer album.
Oh, I thought you were going back to
Rain in Blood, which was only 28 minutes.
Is it only 28 minutes?
Yeah,
Wow.
but this is the longest one on the. This has 6 songs. The others had 5.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
Yeah, There's,
what is it, Matt?
it's Pig Destroyer. Pig Destroyer, the the octagonal stairway. Yeah,
Presumably that is in a quite lavish sort of grand design sort of house.
Yeah, you would think that, and the album cover is like a
horse's
head, but with a glowing red eye.
Yeah, neon eye.
Pig Destroyer usually great. This is just an EP, so I guess an EP should only have 3-4 songs on anyway. So the first 3 songs are great. Cameraman is great.
The
Cavalry, and then Octagonal Stairways are right, and then the other 3 are
just nothing.
Kind of filler noise.
They're all like just like.
Some people like that.
Yeah, some people do.
Noise.
I want to meet the man who skips the first 3 tracks
and only listens.
And it's like, I don't want any of this Pig Destroyer stuff. I want this nondescript, atmospheric stuff.
It's definitely for like.
I've just noticed the last one,
Pig Destroyer.
Soundwalker, is Pig Destroyer and Igor Cavalera.
I wonder what he's doing on it though, because he doesn't just do drums anymore. He does a lot of like electronic stuff.
I mean, it's one of the worst ones on the.
So he might not be
EP
doing
in
drums.
inverted commas. I think that the first 3 tracks are really good and they're very like classic Pig Destroyer.
Yeah,
but it's could be better, and it's an EP, so fine.
I'm happy I didn't pre-order it.
I'd be
purchasing.
I would be absolutely livid.
Yeah.
If I looked at the track list and I saw 6 tracks, in
one
25 minutes,
Mr. Cavalera,
and bought it, and then got to track 4,
and
was like, "What's this?" And then skipped to track 5, and went, "What's this?"
I would be destroyed.
I would be destroyed,
Pig
and I'd be a
destroyed.
capitalist pig for buying it in the first place.
So there we go. That's the
New releases. Ooh, next up.
The bit you all enjoy, because you send us letters, don't you?
You, as the listener, will constantly be contacting us
on the email address that is
maycontainmetal@gmail.com,
or the Instagram of May Contain Metal Pod. You can slide into our
DMs.
Dirty Martinis.
Ooh, Danger Mouse.
Hello. Could have kept that for the next one.
Oh, shit. So this is the part where we take the messages you have sent us on any medium you feel fit. And we'll answer your questions. We'll listen to your recommendations. We'll do your segments, whatever you want. So here we go. This is messages.
What are the messages today, Si?
Absolutely none. We have no messages.
All right, that was messages.
Okay. So this is our favourite part of the podcast.
Your worst part?
Not
probably.
the end. I mean, it is the end. But so this is the traditional May Contain Metal band name generator.
Band name generator. I think we got a jingle for that.
Yeah, I think we definitely do.
Right. So can you remember
So
how to
rules.
play?
So the top line rules are: Matt, you will roll one die.
One die.
That die will let us know how many words are going to be in the band name.
4
words.
Small band name. Well,
Okay. You will then roll a 10-sided die.
10
That will give us
die.
our first category of word for the band name.
0.
I don't know if that's an option.
10.
Oh, that's
10.
one. No, it's 10.
10. 0 is 10.
Okie dokie, I've played before. This is Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
So you need to roll. Oh, that's what we hadn't. Okay, you need to roll another die
Okay, right.
to give us
right.
a word from Captain
So
Planet.
this is the 8-sided die.
Yeah, which is not that one, is it? But let's just hope it lands on 1 to 8. 6.
All right.
Captain.
Captain.
Okay. So the first
Okay.
word is captain.
And so
Category number 2.
category number 2 is 1.
Category number 1. Category number 2 is category number 1. Very confusing. 1. Colours.
Colours. All right.
Roll the 12-sided die to get a colour. That's the 10-sided die. It's a very complicated game.
Very
9.
9.
Grey.
Grey. Captain Grey.
Captain Grey.
Okay. And then
New category. That's the 10s. Yeah. That's
is the right one?
Yeah.
4.
That is
4.
my favourite category, medieval weapons.
Ooh, a medieval. Let's
12-sided
spiral
die.
them.
7.
7.
Musket.
Musket. Oh, nice.
Oh, this is quite cool. Okay. The last word of the band name. Roll a category die. That's a 10-sided die. And that's going to be number 4. It's
4.
medieval weapons again.
Medieval weapons again.
One more. What's it going to be?
3.
Mace.
Mace.
The words we have are captain,
Okay.
grey, musket, and mace.
Right.
And while Matt figures out what his band name is going to be, I will take you guys through the rules of the band name generator. The words can be rearranged, so they can be in any order that Matt would like. The variations, start again, on words is fine. So you can pluralize the words, muskets, maces, greys, and you can also change things like musketeer. You have musketeer, masonry.
I think I've got
Maybe
one.
not. That's different. And you can also have joining words of, the, and, etc., etc. Matt, have you completed your band name for this week?
Right, okay. So the band this week are the Grey Muskets of Captain Mace.
I like it a lot. Okay. The Grey
So,
Muskets of Captain Mace.
So we're going to find out what kind of band
What kind of band are they?
are.
What music do they
Play.
play?
So
That's how that works.
is it a 6? This is a 6er.
So we have 10 genres.
10
10-sided
genres.
die, please. That's the one.
Here we go. 7.
Oh,
What's
they're a
7?
hardcore band.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. The Grey Muskets of Captain Mace.
Yeah,
is
that's
hardcore.
pretty cool. Hardcore.
So we're going to go away for a couple of months and try and come up with a hardcore
after
riff.
7 years, we'll come up with a hardcore riff.
And we will be back with the
Grey
Grey
Muskets
Muskets
of Captain Mace.
Grey Muskets of Captain Mace. Grey Muskets of Captain. Grey Muskets of Captain Mace. Grey Muskets of Captain Mace.
They are the muskets of Captain Mace. The
grey muskets of Captain
Grey muskets of Captain Mace, the grey muskets of Captain Mace, the grey muskets of Captain Mace, the grey muskets of Captain. All right, there you go. That was
the grey muskets,
muskets
of Captain Mace.
Grey muskets of Captain Mace, grey muskets of Captain. Grey muskets of Captain Mace, grey muskets of Captain Mace. These are the muskets of Captain Mace, the grey muskets of Captain Mace.
What a cool bunch of guys. Is Captain Mace the singer of the hardcore band?
Yeah, Captain Mace is the singer and guitarist, and he has a big grey muskets grey muskets collection.
Say what you see.
What's he doing? I think if you get a musket, you're in the club. You get to keep it.
The Musket Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're definitely American. I think the Americans stole a lot of muskets from the. I don't really know the musket history, but I have a feeling that America stuck to their guns, didn't they, by having guns?
Americans are stuck to their guns. You're absolutely right.
So I'm going to say that now they're American and they think muskets are kind of cool and old. It's like a hipster.
I see what you're saying.
So
what we're saying is this
hardcore
band are an American band who know of the musket because of their affinity with guns.
Yeah.
They think it's cool because it's an old English gun.
And also you can only shoot one person at a time with a musket.
Whereas they prefer to shoot. We'll cut this bit.
We can keep it in.
Cut this bit.
Whoa. So that was them.
The grey muskets of Captain Mace.
Grey muskets of Captain Mace, grey muskets of Captain. Grey muskets of Captain Mace, grey muskets of Captain Mace. These are the muskets of Captain Mace, the grey muskets of Captain Mace.
And that is next week's episode.
Yeah, so that's tune in for next week for episode 4, The Grey Muskets of Captain Mace. This has been May Contain Metal.
Put up your feet and put on the kettle. May Contain Metal. Fuck the Grand Prix, who's Sebastian Vettel? May Contain Metal. Metal. Other podcasts suck, so you have to settle for.
Thanks for coming. I've been Matt Smith.
Tell no one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't tell your friends.
Don't tell anybody, please.
not that you have friends.
Underground.
But keep it to yourselves. Keep it to yourselves.
Yeah.
Let's
If you want friends, tell nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't want friends, tell all your friends.
That's the only way to make friends is by not telling them you listen to May Contain Metal. So thanks for listening, though. And I'll see you again.
You listener singular.
Yeah.
Goodbye.